without regrets. My desire is that my thoughts and experiences will help you thrive in this new environment, whether you are part of the old guard and must deal with the newcomers or the other way around. This book will be useful in making your business endeavors profitable and, most importantly, will make the world a better place for everyone. I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and moved to Huntsville, Alabama when I was 8 years old. Externally, I likely appeared disadvantaged both socially and economically. My parents, however, spoke to my brother and I as men of value, and we were taught to give back to the world despite any known prejudices we might encounter based on the labels others placed on us. We were taught to excel in the things that were held in high moral regards, including the development of a strong self-worth. That allowed us to withstand a victim mentality for the labels sometimes held against us. My brother and I were aware of the differences and injustices of the world. We realized early on that the need to live a life based on empathy and kindness would be most in line with the biblical principles we were taught. Such a life would eventually yield the greatest success, even if great monetary wealth was never achieved. My firm belief is that this very foundation was the catalyst for success in my business endeavors. The application of empathy and the ability to deal with challenges allowed me to see the need to interact with others with empathy. The understanding gained in most cases allowed me to have an advantage if one wanted to assess this as such. Empathy is strength. It was tested and perfected during the adversity I encountered during my business and life experiences. My parents raised my brother and me on the foundations of morality and a spiritual and wholesome household. It was important to live a life that spoke to a relationship of being well acquainted with biblical teachings for love of humanity. We were taught to seek God and Jesus first in life. These weren't mere teachings, but a way of life that yielded success past what I initially set out to do in life. My first experience owning a business was with my younger brother once he got out of the military. Our logistics and supply chain company eventually reached number 67 on Inc.'s fastest-growing private companies list. We sold the firm after it reached $50 million in sales. My entrepreneurial nature and passion about helping our soldiers get home safely drove me to start another company as my brother also sought additional paths to take. My second company was another supply chain and logistics company. I named the firm QOG Corporation. Our mission is to continue to get our military personnel home safely and to do so based on the foundations of empathy and kindness in business. Our firm proudly answers this call to support our nation and its allies. In addition, QOG Corporation provides support during natural disasters and moves to deliver needed materials on site as quickly as possible. Empathy is at the core of all we do, and has helped us build a foundation that has enabled us to withstand the pandemic and allow for our growth into the future. The strength of empathy. There are 3 domains to empathy: cognitive, emotional, and compassionate. Knowing when and how to express empathy is critical in building a foundation of trust and connection. Many view empathy as a quality not necessary to succeed, but this is contrary to what some of the best revenue teams do well. My experience in both showing empathy and being viewed as weak for it has led to a great deal of success for myself. In my opinion, empathy is an important and underused tool in business. There are many reasons for this. When you learn to really listen, you will hear much useful information. When you are able to genuinely show empathy towards others, your business will grow in the most phenomenal ways. Cognitive empathy will increase your profit margins. It is proof that your team understands the customer, employees, and vendors. Emotional empathy is a prerequisite, whether on that interaction or a history of interactions. Leading with empathy can position you to identify the weaknesses of others in business. My empathic nature has often been perceived as a weakness, yet I have frequently been able to sense when others have tried to take advantage of or completely ignore me. I was inherently aware of their actions, and their tactics and blatant attacks or working behind the scenes to sabotage our loyal vendors came as no surprise to me.